Alright, welcome in, Tiger folks. Shannon here. So I thought last night I did the season review with JR about the players, at the club, what we want to see. So I thought the season's over for Richmond, so let's have a chat about some of the draftees. So obviously we have currently pick 2 and 3. High chance that will slide back to pick 3 and 4 if West Coast gets their way. The report for West Coast came out that they are asking for an exemption. So they were allowed to sign free agency without compromising their draft compensation back they would get for Oscar Allen for leaving, which then their belief is they should get that to keep pick 2 and then get somebody sign somebody for free and not have it changed. I don't agree to that. Pick one or the other. No other club got that so far. So North have been worse. But so I'll do one player at a time. The first player I've picked is probably the player that I most likely want Richmond to take. And we've actually seen him play in the yellow and black for the VFL, is Sam Grlj. Now, I know it says Grlj, but I've actually jumped on and done some research. I've got the AFL draft rankings of Rookie Me. There's a couple of different ones. Some say in June he was ranked 13, and then some as high as top 5. So it's very rare, so it varies to where he will go, but a lot of the rankings that I've seen is he's pushing towards that top 6 player. So we've obviously seen some of his game. I will also be showing some of his highlights from footy and stuff. So shout out to footy and stuff for he does for all the rookie players and gets their under 18s game. Very fast and speedy player, as you'll be seeing in some of the videos. Even when he was playing in the VFL game, he's very confident about backing his speed. Even on Dylan Alexander, ranking him in high for speed and high for kicking, which is really good. He is a midfielder. He's a midfielder / defender, so it would be a good player to come in for, say, a Jaden Short and Sam Banks, as a Banksy Grlj sort of duo in that half back because of the pace, the burn, the willingness to get there. He does need to work on a bit of his kicking. I did notice in some of the videos. He does tend to blast away in those moments or gets himself in a bit of trouble. But that will come with, obviously, a bit of practice. His name I've got the actual, on my side here on my other computer, I've actually got the draft profile given to by Rookie, is that Rookie Me, I think it is? Or Central Rookie Me. So I'll read that out, and we can kind of get a bit of an idea what he is from other, obviously, pro people who've actually seen him more often. I've only seen his highlights. And obviously, when I've watched him play for Richmond's VFL game, was really impressed. Even the VFL coach, Jake Batchelor, gave him high praises. He never seemed to make a step wrong. He averages about 21 disposals per game in the Coates League, under 18s, and I think he was about 18, actually close to 18 disposals for our VFL as well. Sorry, good. The draft name is Hot Wheels. He has a good name because of the grill, so everyone was all giving up the jokes about the grill. It just says, a bolt from the blue is more ways than one. Grlj, pronounced grill, was cooking early in this year, which was reported that he had a really hot start, and he did dive a little bit. The Oakleigh Charger speed start has a bit of Caleb Windsor about him in the way he takes the ground aggressively, tucking the ball under his arms, and gaining separation from the chasing pack with ease. He's incredibly difficult to contain, often dances around opponents, or buying just enough time to find a teammate by also tearing off into space with his potent turn of foot. So probably pretty similar to Taj. Now I am just pause where we are there. I am all for that as a player. I think it's one thing we're lacking, and I definitely think Grlj will bring us that speed and the player who's willing to take that on, because we see Taj do it and we see Banks do it. I just don't think we have enough players in our side that are willing to put the foot down and burn away. So that is a definite bonus for why I would love to have him in our team. Grlj cuts his teeth as a half backer. His outside runner last year has been transitioned beauty into midfield, bringing his brand of footy to the fore each week. Line-breaking player can sometimes lack composure, which I was saying with his kicking, had just seemed sometimes he blasts away a bit. But he has showcased an ability to hit targets on the move and not blaze away at all cost. He's reverted back to his role across halfback for Vic Metro and remains in the picture as a top 15 potential if he could produce a strong finish this season, which he did on the week. You will see it on the video before. He did have quite a good game in last week's game. Obviously, he showed quite a fair bit in the VFL. Now, on here it says he would slip to pick 13. Now, if Richmond really wanted to, you could do the whole trade one pick for multiple. I know there's a talks of maybe trading, if Cooper Duff Tyler would to make it to pick 3 or 2, whatever it is, that Richmond would maybe have a decision of maybe trading away and getting 2 more picks. I know people say this draft is compromised, but it still has a lot of talent. I've had Tim, who was on my last rating review of the rookies. He's sent me some names to watch out for, and they are very impressive. So I really do look forward to this year's draft. Right, guys, that will be it for this episode. So I thought I'll start getting into some of these rookies that I'm looking forward to Richmond drafting, as we have such high draft picks, and I really look forward to seeing what we do on draft night. Please leave a like, comment, and below if you could. Hit that subscribe button. Stay safe, and as always, go Tigers.